Another one from Cora, and this person's asking that they've heard that search engines are designed to reward the sites that have been around for a long time. Does this mean that employing SEO strategies for newer sites or smaller businesses won't work and shouldn't be done?
95 days has been the mantra. I don't know if it's exact. I don't know if this has been reproven, but a lot of smart people I've talked to have said the same thing. So let's assume it's 95 days. So you register a new domain, get it somehow indexed in Google, and 95 days after is when the first big penalty is raised. So, what's that, 3 months?
Yeah.
So what do you do to after that initial newness penalty is lifted? Well, it's trust. And the longer that a domain has been around, the more trust it garners. So it's not like this magical thing. I mean, maybe there is a sandbox or whatever that happens after the first few days or weeks or even a couple, 3 months after a domain is first registered. But after that, I mean, it's pretty much just trust. And how do you get trust? Well, it's inbound links from trusted sources that are on topic. So that's really it. It's definitely not something you wouldn't pursue. In fact, that's the only way to leap over that hurdle and get trust, is to build inbound links from trusted sources in your industry.
So, question on this, because SEO is not something that I am super savvy in, but when you're thinking about it just from a business perspective, talking about the difference between tried and true methods and tactics, what do you think the importance of, because it seems like in this space, especially in the e-commerce space, people are looking for tactics on growth hacking or arbitraging. Speaking to the difference between what you should be focused on versus short-term, what is that good balance of you need to be focusing on tried and true, what your business is going to be 5 years from now, versus the little hacks, tips, and tricks that are going to get you from point A to point B along that journey?
Yeah, I mean, I think when you're starting out, you have to do a couple hacks. But the thing is, Google is getting really good at determining these hacks. I've done a lot of white hat, which is great content with links into it. I've also done a lot of black hat, which is gaming the system, and then every bit of gray in between. And what I've always come back to is good content almost always wins the day. So if you create something that is truly good and people truly link to it and truly say good things around that content in the link, then it appears natural to the search engine. So that, to me, is the gold standard. I'm not saying there aren't hacks to make it work, and I'm not saying I don't have 40 of them that we'll try internally. But
tucked away.
Yeah, tucked away. Some of them, are they black hat or are they gray hat? Well, definitely not black hat. I think Google is good enough to truly figure out, for the most part, unless you're very discreet about it, paid links or any of the spammy, scummy tactics of buy my Ray-Ban sunglasses here and go inject it into a million WordPress blogs. And Google's not stupid. So I think you have to be on either work super hard to appear natural or create really good content. To me, I'd rather work really hard to create good content, because it's just as hard to make things natural and cheat. So
it'll build.
Right.
Yep.
Hacks die away eventually.
Yeah, exactly. It's a most long-term thing I think you can do is build real good quality backlinks, and that takes years a lot of times, but you got to start somewhere.